All right, welcome. I'm Brandon with Dakota Electric and we're located in Farmington, Minnesota. Today, let's look at the safety standards for our cover-up material. The first statement we will review is insulating cover-up materials meet applicable OSHA, ASTM standards, and meet the specs for use, care, and testing. The second statement is, system has more than an adequate supply of cover-up materials to perform the types of jobs being performed with the line designs that the system crews would simultaneously be exposed to. And as we consider the areas, it can be applied to the cover-up on our vehicles as well as how we store them in our warehouse. Keep that in mind as we look through the actions. So for those two statements, we have 17 areas to consider as we answer the question, are you RESAP ready? First, look to see if the items are stored together. That way it is easy to see what you have and if you might need more cover-up for the job. Second, we shouldn't find anything else in the bins or on the shelves that could damage the cover-up materials. Damage can be in the form of sharp objects, tools that could leak oil, etc. Third, make sure the cover-up is not creased or folded. Cover-up should be rolled or laid flat. If rolled, store in a tube, preferably one blanket at a time. Never use tape to secure the blankets rolled. The adhesive could cause damage. Now let's look to see if the cover-up is being kept clean. Dirt, wire markings, gouges, and other contaminations can be conductive, especially if combined with moisture. It should always be cleaned when it starts to look dirty. Then it is a good time to ask the co-op how they clean their cover-up. They should only be using mild soap. Any other cleaners can damage the cover-up. If manufacturers have a cleaner, then it should be used, but for only the exact product stated. While the items are pulled out, you can also look for the test date. If you can't find one, then it's time to take that item out of service. Most co-ops test their cover-up every 12 months, and a few are tested every 6. The test date on any cover-up should not be more than 1 year old. We can also ask the co-op how they handle the damaged cover-up. Is it taken out of service? And if so, is it tagged so it is clear to not be used? Cover-up should be removed when we find cuts, scratches, corona, holes, tears, and punctures, ropes, or wire burns. We can also look for texture changes as well as swelling, softening, hardening, becoming sticky, or inelastic. If mechanical damage extends 1/4 of the wall thickness of the hose or hood, or if there are any signs of chemical deterioration, they should be removed from service. The 10th area to review is if the co-op has a rotation program in place so it is clear the cover-up is being tested. The best way to do this is to make sure you have an owner identified to oversee the cover-up care and testing. That would be our 11th action for being RESAP ready. Yet, who really needs to know how to use and care for cover-up material? That would be for the employees who use it every day. Have they been trained recently? One way to assess is to ask 5 employees on the areas we have reviewed today. The final 4 areas to review consider the second question, which asks about the amount of cover-up present in the system. Start with asking at least 25% of the crew if they feel enough cover-up is present to do the job safely, and would there be enough if multiple jobs were being done. Then, see if the line superintendent and other leaders at the co-op provide the same response. If not, it should be an item to discuss and evaluate in the future. As we stated in the beginning, this video addresses both locations on the trucks and in the warehouse. Make sure cover-up is present on the trucks, even the spares, and readily available when needed, and enough is present to do the basic jobs. We've now considered the 17 areas for setting your safety standards for use, care, and testing of cover-up, along with assessing if adequate supply is available. And now, you know. So let's go do it. And always remember, it's your words and your actions that sets your safety standards. And never forget to live your commitment to safety today.